AVC Jack here. Welcome to Vinyl Martini. It's a Friday night, start of a long weekend. So I've been a good boy all week, and I'm going to do a new video, of course, and decided to shake myself up a martini. So cheers to everybody. And for you, David, that was really cold. Any better? David Atkinson will know what I mean. Anyways, I am going to do a vinyl tag put out by Martin the Martian Vinyl. That's easy for you to say. Anyways, it's Summer Vinyl Tag 2025. He started this out about 2 weeks ago, and I promised that I would do an entry. And I'm a man of my word, so here I am. There's 15 questions, and I have not seen too many people responding to this. I think there was one in my home feed that I sort of let get away from me, but this is a really fun thing to do if you're looking for some content. The questions are really fun. And like I said, there's 15 questions. I've been spending the afternoon in my record room here, trying to find appropriate records. And at times I threw myself down on the ground weeping because I couldn't find something that was appropriate. But anyways, I persevered, and I do have 15 records to show you. They're not all record questions, as you'll see as we go on. Anyways, the questions are kind of fun, so I am going to just get right into it. First of all, your most recent heater. So I got this in Buffalo, and heater is a word that's, I guess, beauty in the eyes of the beholder, but it doesn't have to be a fast record. To me, this is a heater. This is Mike Harrison's. I think this is his third solo record. You might not recognize the name, but Mike Harrison was in Spooky Tooth, and he's a keyboard player. And this is on Island Records, and it is a great record from start to finish. Not really a rock album, but it's more of a proggy, a little acoustic, piano-driven. Lots of guitar in there and everything, but very quiet record, but very well crafted from start to finish. Released in, I'm going to say 1974 about. Gatefold, nice copy. Picked it up in Buffalo past week, and I showed it last week, but it was an appropriate answer, so I am going to use that as my first record. Number 2, a record that will melt your face off. Well, how about Nectar, A Tab in the Ocean? Nectar, the British band that resided in Germany for its career. This is a 1971 release, I believe. Tab in the Ocean. There's only 4 songs on here, but they were their Sight classics, King of Twilight, Crying in the Dark, Waves, and the great Desolation Valley. You ever checked out Nectar, you should maybe start with this record. Fantastic record. And it is on Bellephon Records. This is a German press that I've had for many, many years. Number 3, a cheap heat record. Well, I'm going to show a record that I bought many years ago for $2. Coliseum Live. I know everybody gets down on live albums, but this is a great one. Coliseum, bit of a jazz, prog, funk, English band from the early to mid 70s. Yeah, this is a great, great record. Fantastic. I know Vinyl Richie, this is one of his favorite live albums, so if it's got the stamp of approval from Pat, you know it's a good one. Number 4, 2-piece swimsuit. The question is, no, there's no question, but 2-piece swimsuit. Show a record with only 2 members of the band. Now, I showed a record about 8 or 9 videos ago, and it only had 2 members of the band on the cover, but for the life of me, I cannot remember who it was, and I don't want to go back and watch all those videos to figure it out, so I am cheating a little bit. I'm going to show you 2 members of the band. This is Sparks, Big Beat, from 1976, I believe, before the Mail Brothers became all the rage like they have in the last 10 years or so. But a great cover shot. Yeah, he's not wearing a swimsuit, but he does have his top off. So does that count? Big Beat, the Sparks album. Your summer road trip soundtrack. Well, I mean, you can't go wrong you can't go wrong with the B-52s. This is the only B-52s record I have, by the way, and I think it's the only one you need to have. A lot of B-52 fans out there, but this is a classic with, of course, Planet Claire, 52 Girls, Rock Lobster, Dance This Mess Around. Lava is a great song. Downtown, Hero Worship. Fantastic start to finish record. And this is a summer record. Any day of the week. And a road trip record. Your most recent car boot yard sale find. Well, we don't have car boots here really. And I stopped going to yard sales a long time ago because I never have cash on me. And they always have, clothes and children's clothes, etc. But my friend Reg was a beneficiary of a record collection from a friend. And he called me over. He says, well, I picked out everything I want. Why don't you go through it, see if there's anything you want? And I found this record, The Infected. I think it's their second record. The first one was in the box as well, which I took. And I didn't know anything about both are fantastic records. But anyways, this was free. So, I mean, this is a really good yard sale find. You don't get a cheaper price than free, do you? So, The Infected. Here Comes the Sun. Show a record with the sun on the cover. Well, I'm going to show you a copy of Black Mountain, a British Columbia band. I think they're originally from Kelowna, but they are based in Vancouver. They don't put out much material. They seem to put out material every 3, 4, 5 years, but this is their great double record, In the Future. And as you can see through the haze, I think that's the sun. Excuse me. Yes, a fantastic record. Highly recommended. I know Mike Vinyl Spiral has this, and he enjoys it as well. So, Psych, what do they call it? Let me just read the blurb here. Psych and Prague spiritual pioneers Black Mountain are back with their second full album. So, their spiritual Psych record. Campfire record. Show an acoustic record. Well, how about Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska? You don't get more acoustic than that. I know I always sort of joke around about Bruce, but I was a big Bruce fan for a long time. I still am a Bruce fan. It's just that I can't afford $200 for a ticket or $300 for a ticket to stay in a big, stadium. It's not my thing anymore. But yeah, Nebraska, great record, and very timely point in his career. Very influential record. Summer of '69. Show a record released in 1969. Well, how about this influential record? Just called The Stooges, their first record produced by John Cale. Of course, Iggy Stooge on vocals, Ron Ashton on guitar, Dave Alexander on bass, Scott Ashton on drums. And this is a deleted copy that I found in the bins. I think The Stooges probably sold about 150 records in Canada when this was released. Of course, everybody claims to have, been a Stooges fan right from the beginning, but they're full of shit. They got more recognition in later years than they certainly did when they were playing. The Stooges. Self-titled record from 1969. The Perfect Summer Bod. Show a record that's perfect from start to finish. Well, how about this one's one of my favorite records to put on the turntable. Elvis Costello and the Attractions. His Get Happy album from 1970. This is not 1970, it's 1980 release. And fantastic short songs from start to finish. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21 songs on this. And none of them are duds. Fantastic record. I was going to show his first record, which is pretty cool from start to finish as well. But I don't think that's one of his favorite recording experiences because he was sent to California and played with a studio band, the Clovers, basically where Huey Lewis and the News back in the day. Okay, next question. Summer of Love. Show a record you are in love with at the moment. Well, Patterson Hood's record called Exploding Trees and Airplane Screams. Patterson Hood, one of the lead writers and guitarists and singers in the Drive-By Truckers. This is a fantastic solo record. This is his 4th solo record. He doesn't put them out very often. I think he puts them out every 4 or 5 years. But this was produced by Chris Funk. I've talked about this record before. Just fantastic piano-based songs about his youth and his early days in a band. Fantastic personal reflections and a great record and a great cover. Yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, Summer of Love, another Summer of Love question. Recommend another channel. Well, I'm going to recommend Daryl's channel, the Northern Vinyl Guy. And just because I don't have to follow all the rules, I'm going to recommend another channel. And I've recommended this channel before. That's Ernest, the Trailer Park Pimp. Ernest is a great guy, and he just is a country bluegrass guy. I don't want to pigeonhole him because he does like rock albums and he does like all different sorts of genres, soul and everything else. But mostly I watch his channel to find bluegrass and country records. He digs deep, he beats the bushes, and he shows some killer records. So I am going to put those two guys down in the description. If you don't know those channels, why don't you give them a sub? I think Daryl doesn't even have 300 yet, and I know that Ernest doesn't even have 200 yet, so they're very deserving channels. So yeah, show some love to those guys. Okay, recommend show. This is another Summer of Love question. Recommend an album that you think everybody will enjoy. Well, I'm going to show a jazz record, but I think everybody's going to enjoy it because it's super chilled out. Of course, that's the amazing Getz Gilberto, Stan Getz, Yao Gilberto featuring Antonia Carlos Jobim. Fantastic record. Of course, The Girl from Ipanema is there on there. The rest of the song titles are in Portuguese. I'm not even going to attempt them, but this is a record that was released, I think, in the early 60s. Doesn't have a date on here, of course, because they just don't. Oh, it was recorded in 1963, probably released in 64. Amazing record. Everybody should have this in their collection. Whether you're a jazz lover or not, it's just kind of the perfect chill record. Perfect summer record. Getz Gilberto. Let's see. I don't want to miss any of these questions. We're all going on a summer holiday. Show a record that you grabbed on a holiday. Well, I found this record in Amsterdam, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I think. But it is one of the remaining Groundhogs records that I did not own, and it is called Black Diamond. Beautiful English press. I'm a big Groundhogs fan. T.S. McVie is a great guitar player, highly underrated. I'm only missing 2 Groundhog records now. I'm missing their first, which is almost impossible to find an original of that, but and the re-release is a pretty expensive deal. And the last album I did, I think the last album that Groundhogs recorded was called Crosscut Saw, and I haven't run across it yet, but I'll probably have to go back to Europe to find that one. So Groundhogs, Black Diamond, not with the original band, a new band, but still Tony is in fine form on this. Okay, last question. Most overshadowed album of all time. All time? I mean, that's a heavy burden. Well, I'm going to show an overshadowed record in an artist's catalog, and I think that's Mark Bolan's Zip Gun. And I see this around once in a while, but always very beat up, but didn't get a lot of favor when it was released, but on reflection, it's a pretty good record. Mark Bolan, Dino Deans, Mickey Finn, Dave Litton, and Gloria Jones, Steve Curry on bass. So who's produced this? All songs written. Do they have a producer on here? They do not. I think it was self-produced by Mark Bolan anyways, but that's besides the point. Anyways, I think this is overlooked in his catalog, and it shouldn't be. So I'm going to herald that one. Mark Bolan's Zip Gun. And that's all the questions I got. So I am going to have another sip of my martini. Cheers again. An update on my fishing trip. I mentioned in my last video that I was going fishing. We had a fantastic day. Blue skies, just fantastic. we didn't have to start. My buddy sends me a note. He says, well, we don't want to, you don't have to come down to the dock until 10 o'clock in the morning. I was like shocked. I was fully expecting to be down at the dock at 6:15 as per normal. But anyways, the tide was low, and that was perfect time to get the boat in the water. We caught our limit within 3 hours. Fish were striking, like, set the line, drop the line down, sit down, have a cup of tea, have a sip of my tea, and then the line's wagging. Time to jump up and grab a fish. We didn't get them all in the boat, but we got our limit. Had a fantastic time with my buddy Ward, and yeah, thought you might be interested. I am gonna do a video next week. Not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna enjoy this weekend. I'm gonna enjoy some drinks. If you like this video, give me a nice like. Please give me a comment, and if you feel so inclined, please give me a subscription. That'd be appreciated. I am stalled at a number, but we don't care really about that. But do sub to Martin's channel and Daryl's channel and Ernie's channel. So anyways, till the next time, cheers guys.